Hey guys, I hope you can hear me. It's pretty late over here right now, but I thought that if I'm gonna go to bed soon and hopefully read, I need to get these things out of my brain. So I'm doing my December to be read pile, which also is coinciding with a group that I'm in on Goodreads, which is the Romance Readers Reading Group, I believe, or something like that. Anyway, I'm doing a challenge this month, and it's December's challenge. I'm just looking at the page now, and there's like subcategories. The aim is to read 10 of these books, but I don't think I'm going to read that many because it's the end of the year, and you never know what's going to happen at the end of the year. But I will go through the books and their subcategories and tell you what I plan to read during December. I plan. It just really it relies on my reading, I guess. I need to stay away from the internet for a few days. So the first, I wrote this down too, which is really quite irritating. I wonder if I can find it. I was prepared, and now I'm not. No, it's not on here. Okay, well, we'll just go from memory then. Okay, I believe the two, like, there's a category which is holiday cleanup and Explorer series, which is where you like start or like continue a series that you're reading at the moment or have been reading, and holiday cleanup is read a book that you need for another challenge. So I thought for my YA sort of challengey sort of thing that, and to finish off a book that had romance in it, that I was going to read Lola and the Boy Next Door. And I chose to read this first because I've been wanting to read it for a long while, and you guys know I'm already reading it if you follow me on Goodreads. So I have just ordered Anna and the French Kiss in hardback, and I picked up a paperback copy of this book so that they look nice on my shelves. And I'm liking this so far. I've almost finished writing up my review, so I just need to finish the last 100 or so pages and see if my thoughts change or not. Then there is a category, of course, being December. It's Christmas theme. You read any book that has a Christmas word in its title or a Christmas themed cover. I had this one hold at the library for me, so I have to read it in the next 19 days. It's Wrapped in You by Carol Matthews, and I really love this cover. It's very quaint and cutesy, and this is a huge book, but it's got really thick writing, and I think I'm gonna have to read this lying down. But I do plan on reading it because obviously there's other people who want to read it too. So if I don't end up reading it, I will probably end up buying it because it looks interesting. I'll read a few pages and see if I like it first though. So the next category is fruitcake and pumpkin pies. Read a book that on the cover has food, or the title is food, or is just food related. So I had a book in mind, and I went to my bookshelf, and if you guys have seen my videos or know about my bookshelves, you know that they're just stacked with books that I need to read, and I could not find the book at all. And so I looked everywhere for it and could not find it, so I decided to read The Cookie Club by Anne Perlman. I believe it's also called The Christmas Cookie Club too, depending on where it is published, and I have been meaning to read this for a while, and I love the cover. and it's a hardback too. This one's pretty short, but usually if it's short it takes me longer to read than a big book. I don't know why. I'm just mentally challenged like that. I think it's because if I have a big book I feel the need to just keep reading it, whereas a smaller one I can take breaks. Don't know how that works, but anyway. So that's decent font, but this one's pretty short, so I'm hoping to get stuck into this one soon because it is short. Probably in the second week, hopefully. Oh, I want to try and read at least 2 books a week. That's my aim. So, you know, give it about 3.5 days each, if possible. So the 10th category was Reader's Choice, and I don't really think this is so much as a romantic book at all, so I'm not sure if I can add this to the challenge. I might change my mind, or I might just add the book that I'm reading anyway, as well as Lola and the Boy Next Door. I hope I didn't call it Anna and French kiss. It's The Escape, which is a 3rd installment and the last in the Devouring series. And I would really like to finish this series this year. Not that I don't like it, but it'd be nice to have it on my shelf and done so that I can focus on other series. It's a pretty big book, but I usually get through these pretty fast, and I really love Simon Holt's writing. And the next category is D for December. Read a book that starts with D, or whose author's first or last name starts with D. Of course, considering I have a massive pile up of these on my shelf, I chose to read Debbie. I'm not going to pronounce it because I know Bumblebee is going to really attack me. No, you're just going to correct me, and I can never get in my thick head how to pronounce it. I will one day, but it is Cedar Cove Christmas, and no, I have not read any of her Cedar Cove books before. I believe that they are a series, and you might need to read this, the series first, but I don't care. It seems like, you could just pick it up anyway, and it's been on my shelf for ages, and it's pretty short. I want to read this book, I think, a couple of days before Christmas to get in the whole Christmassy mood. We'll see how that goes, because I might read it earlier, but we'll see. The next category, I believe, is Walt Disney's Birthday, and you read a young adult book that has been made into a family or friendly movie. I'm not too sure that Marked has been made into a family friendly movie, but I really needed to... Actually, no, I'm not doing that category, am I? Yes, I'm kind of combining it, sort of thing. This one is Happy Birthday and Walt Disney's Birthday, sorry. It's 12 o'clock. And I decided that I'm going to read Marked, because, again, this has been on my shelf for so freaking long that if I don't read it, I'm afraid that it won't get read. So, and as you can see, this camera really shows that nice pattern on the back there. So I've heard a lot of things about this, a lot of Christian reviews as well, and I'm not Christian, but I kind of do like the sound of it, and I just hope I do like it. I don't know why it's been on my shelf for too long. Who knows why things stay on their shelf for too long. Maybe because if you have a reading habit like mine, it's hard to pick. And I really like that she has a pink eye. And lastly, not to get this confused, is Geography. Read a book whose author, setting, or character is from Italy. And I had a tough time trying to think about this, but you know what, it didn't take me too long. And I decided to read Very Valentine by Adriana Trigiani, because I have had this on my bookshelf since 2009, 2010, I think, probably early 2010, when I started my YouTube book channel and blogging and stuff like that. So it's been on my bookshelf for a long time. And, you know, as everything goes, you just keep pushing it back and pushing it back. But, I really want to see if I like her writing. And if I do like this, I have her next book too, which is the reason I picked this up, because I wanted to get the other one after reading an article about it. So, this will probably be last. But I'm going to try and scooch it up to being around the middle, because I know I need to read this book. So that is my to be read collection for December. I don't think it's going to be subject to change at the moment. I'm adding little bits and pieces here. I still have to finish the ebook that I'm reading, and I have library books to read as well. So these may not be, I may not get to them, but I'm pretty sure I will if I actually sit down and read properly. So thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry if I've been partly distracted by reading on the screen and everywhere. Anyway, so thank you guys for watching and happy reading. Bye.